Hello! Once again from beautiful Bulgaria, beautiful sunny beach. Today, I'm standing on the absolutely wonderful Bridge of Dreams. This is Sunny Beach's local landmark and a really fun place to sit and people watch and chill out. It's part of the corridor where people on sunny days in the summertime make their way to Nasebar. This is also where the little train goes, which I highly recommend you go for like $1. And I like coming here in the middle of the night to have a beer. And there's a really beautiful view. You probably can't see it, but you can see Nasebar in the distance. And yeah, we're only 2 seconds away from the beach here. I don't know, I like it here. It's a fun sort of a fun place to stop and hang out. And in the winter time, kind of I guess in the fall, you can come and sit here in the middle of the night, listen to the frogs do their froggy noises, and it's pretty cool. I enjoy coming here, and you will too when you come visit. Wanted to talk about a couple things. I guess isolation has been coming across sort of my brain. People have been asking whether I feel isolated living here or being here, especially now in the winter time. And you know, isolation is kind of a, I don't know, a sad word, a bad word. And of course, in most of the context, when it's used, it is used as such. However, we don't feel like that at all. And let me explain to you why. First and foremost, we've been here for many years. We do live here full time. So it's not sort of a shock that everything is closed, because it would be closed anyway. So what the hell do I care? Maybe a few extra places are closed, but I am largely unaffected by it. So just so you know, it's really it's no different being here today than it was, let's say 2 years ago. It's pretty much the same. A few places that would normally be open, just a couple of shops, are closed this year, but I actually don't even think it's because of the stupid virus. I think it's just there's just nobody here. I mean, the group of people that you generally see here, you know, just people hanging out drinking beers, they're here, but there's a lot less construction, a lot less sort of maintenance being done, a lot less just stuff happening. So a lot less people, a lot less workers, a lot less construction. So that means a lot less shops need to be open to, you know, to sell them cigarettes and bread and stuff like that. So it's fine. Everything is fine. But another thing is, I just wanted to, the reason for this video actually is accessibility to things. I've touched on this subject before, where if you want food, if you want to buy yourself the latest iPad or a new ThinkPad or some clothes or whatever, you can get anything and everything, because we do have access to most of the online shops, and it's never a problem getting stuff couriered over to your complex, whatever you live. Of course, the big one is Amazon. Before the UK fucked themselves, that's where we would order stuff from Amazon UK, but now all the extra bullshit that we have to deal with, tariffs and the packages routing through customs and all this stuff, obviously we're not going to be ordering from UK. Essentially nothing. All my motorcycle gear that I was buying from UK shops, well, actually the one place that I got my stuff just closed down, because the market, you know, for the rest of Europe, they essentially got shut out, and so they closed down shop. It really sucks. So back to Amazon, I would strongly suggest just getting a German Amazon account. They were all the whole website was all German before. Now you can easily switch to English if you wish to, and the experience is exactly the same as you'd be ordering from UK. Prices are pretty much the same. And shipping, it's, who knows, it's a little bit, sometimes it's a bit more expensive, but it doesn't matter. Anything you want will come to your door. The whole world is available to you even when you live here in this little village. Another thing I wanted to discuss is courier services here. Okay, so there are two major courier companies here in Bulgaria, and that's Speedy and Econ. They are absolutely freaking amazing, super high tech, works perfectly, cheap as chips. You can literally send a packet across Bulgaria for like $3, like $3, like €2 or something. It's crazy. And they're computerized apps, QR codes, whatever, SMS messages, perfect. So let's see. Let's go for a little walk here. I don't know. Have I walked through here before? Yeah, I have. Oh, crazy. So yeah, it's anything and everything you ever need, it's perfect. OLX is one of the major, if not the major websites where you can get used stuff. So you're looking for an old bike, some stuff for the kids, old computer, or just parts for your car. It's so nice. The website is perfect. It's mostly Bulgarian, but you can use Google Translate. You order the stuff, you chat with the person. If privacy is important to you, the only thing you really have to tell them is like, hey, ship this to me, Econ, to the Autogara. It's called the central Econ courier company here in Sunny Beach. Autogara, Econ, boom. Next day, usually next day, 2 days later, you get an SMS telling you exactly how much you owe. You walk over there, credit card accepted happily. The girls are awesome. Always fun going there and chatting with them. Super friendly. Pay card or cash if you're still into that. Grab your stuff. And like I said, like you can pay for the whole thing. So let's say you're ordering an iPad from Velika Tarnovo. Somebody has a good deal for you for a used one. You pay the $3 or whatever it costs to ship it. And you can pay for the whole package, including the iPad. And the dude on the other end who sold you the iPad, the money just goes into his account somehow. I'm not quite sure how that part works. I've never sold anything. But it is so efficient and so perfect. It just works so well. Speedy is the same. They just opened up a new office at the Tarantula building just across from Ladost. Anything and everything. They're super, super nice. Again, you need anything from anywhere in Bulgaria, they'll do it for $2. If you live in a complex, you don't have security or just some way for these guys to easily, access your door, access your building. I generally recommend when you're getting stuff couriered over, like I said previously, just get it shipped to the office. Some funny stories I have. Some of the, all the guys that work here already know us. We've been doing this for a long time. So they just call us when something is available to us or he has something to drop off, even when we're not home. I mean, we've had packages delivered to Condor Bar while sitting around drinking beer. We had, Amazon purchases just kind of delivered to us as we were walking back from the store because we just told the guy, I'm so sorry, we're not home. Or, next to T-Market or something like this. Oh, of course, no problem. I come to you. And so, he'll just bring a little packet and, or just wait for us or whatever. Incredibly friendly, flexible to a fault, just perfect. Never, ever the slightest problem with nothing, like anything getting lost. I would also suggest if you're getting stuff shipped here through the post office is still, I don't want to talk negatively, but it's still not quite there with the modern world, the modern sort of standards just yet. But it works, it's fine. Ask whoever is sending the package to you, hold for pickup at the post office. They will just keep it there for you. Go say hello. The awesome ladies will find your package, hand it to you. Bring some ID with you just in case, and it's as easy as can be. This way there's no stress for you to be home when the post guy or the courier comes, No stress for the courier guys either. They don't have to sit there and waste time trying to get a hold of you because there's a gate in front of your complex or, you know, or some other shit. So just try to get stuff just delivered to the offices. So a funny story. This just actually happened yesterday. I was looking to buy some power bars, like computer power bars. All the stuff they sell here is shit. So I wanted to get a couple APC power bars. This is not an interesting story, but just so you know, I emailed the computer shop. What do you have in stock? Oh, no problem, Matt. I have this and this and this. I say, this was like 4 o'clock yesterday. I'm not even joking. Shop in Sofia. Like, oh, I want these two. These are the ones, you know, I ordered from you before. So let's get these ones. Of course, no problem. It's what, 4:30 for something. The guy says, oh, no problem. I will just run these to the Speedy office. You'll have them in Sunny Beach tomorrow. I'm like, what the fuck? How's that even possible? No problem. Wake up today at noon. Check the phone. SMS message, 9 o'clock first thing in the morning. Essentially, boom. Your power bars are here. This is how much you have to pay. I walk to the Speedy office. And I didn't walk, I took my bike. And boom, I got my cheap power bars. You can't beat that. That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. It's not like these guys are making any money. Maybe $1 or $2. Anyways, pretty amazing. What else did I want to cover? Food. So Amazon is starting to sell food, but shipping and there's times and all that kind of stuff, not optimal. So we're not quite there yet. And even some of the Bulgarian online delivery places are reluctant. Well, not reluctant, just not able to really pack up a big grocery order and ship it, or have a courier guy, because when you're doing stuff with food, you want a refrigerator truck and stuff like that. They just don't come here because there's nobody here. So that's the kind of crappy part. If you're looking for some really kind of sort of a funner, exotic food that is not perishable, yeah, that won't perish. You can get that stuff, no problem. From Varna especially, you want some cool like Indian food or something. Even if the company does not have a website, in almost every case, they'll definitely want your business. And the way the couriers work, it's so nice. You just talk to them and say, I want this, and this, and this, and this. You only have to give them your phone number. They drop it off at Econ or Speedy. It's at your door. Not at your door, I take that back. Ask to have it delivered to the office, wherever you are. If you're in Sunny Beach, again, downtown Sunny Beach, either Speedy office by Mlados or the Econ office at the bus station, Autogara. And you'll get an SMS, super anonymous, everything's perfect, go pay, done. Amazing. So keep that in mind, that the whole world is actually, if you do want to buy some stuff, is at your fingertips. It's absolutely no different here now, and this is just kind of almost a new thing, a couple of years, 2-3 years, that it's no different than whatever you are. If you're living in, you know, in New York somewhere, or if you're here from some huge German city and you're so used to getting stuff delivered to your door, it all exists here. It's just going to take a little bit extra time. You know, not really such a huge deal. If you're getting electronics, as much as I want to support the local places, the local shops, it is cheaper to order from another country, especially a place like Germany. If you're getting Apple products, if you're looking for an iPhone or iPad, it's generally going to cost you, well, I did some research on this, quite a bit less to buy it even from UK, and have to deal with all the legal bullshit and the shipping bullshit. There's not an actual Apple store in Bulgaria. It's just like a authorized center kind of a thing. So they're really nice, don't get me wrong. But if you're looking to spend, if you're out there spending $3,000-4,000, you can save yourself about $500 if you shop around a little bit. So another thing I wanted to mention, we have now a few shops that cater to restaurants, some kind of almost niche little places. I'm not sure how they're going to operate, what's going to happen this year or next year. But if you know somebody who has a restaurant, owns a business here in Bulgaria, and if you want some real cool, some exotic stuff like you want a lobster, it is also possible to do that. You just have to find somebody who can help you with that, and you should have absolutely no issues with that. Janet is your friend always. If you can either take a taxi there or walk there or bike there, it is like a huge freaking super center. If you're used to places like Costco, the big Walmart super centers in the US, it's kind of like that. It's relatively clean, and everything is there. So everything that you definitely need, you're going to be able to find. Even some exotic stuff. Just have a look in their frozen section. Check the expiry dates for sure. I am pretty confident that 90% of the population will find everything they need. Now, tricks and tips. If you need to buy beer, wine, and just kind of package things, Mlados is fine. Their selection is pretty gloom, and their sort of food handling standards, are not quite there, not quite up to par to, sort of the modern side of the planet, but it's perfectly fine. Whether you're Janet or any other store, or, especially at Mlados, it's really not that big of a deal if you ask the lady at the deli if you can, smell the meat. Just ask. Many people do that. Most people do that. No, maybe not most, but many do. I definitely try to, if I can remember. Just ask her. She'll lean over. She'll let you just kind of look at it, and you can smell it. And just ask to put the food into just a separate bag, because they normally just put it in one bag. Ask for them to put it and just say like Oshta jedna torbečka mola, and then she'll understand that you just want to add a small layer of hygiene to your meat order. Maybe I'm being a bit too mean here today, but I've been sick here before, just not really super feeling great after buying some food, some meats and stuff like that. So just especially seafood, it doesn't hurt to smell it before you buy it. 99.9% of the time it's going to be absolutely fine. But if you're picking up $20 worth of, I don't know, chicken legs or whatever, or pork for your evening dinner with your family, and you're going to kind of start cooking and some little things start crawling inside, it's going to ruin your day, and then trying to get your money back and all that shit fucking sucks. So keep that in mind. What else can I say about sort of isolation and the whole COVID-ness? Well, the only thing that's bothering me, which is something I've absolutely zero control over, of course, is the weather. It's been kind of crappy, -2, -3. It's mostly like this in the middle of the night. We're definitely not cold inside our place, but this is kind of the tail end of winter time, and I certainly am getting kind of the jimmies, where I want to spend my whole day outside instead of just not partially outside, because in the summertime, the house, what do we use it for? We use the house to go pee, make some food, have a nap, and the rest of the time we're just like out and about on our bikes, walking around, sitting on the beach bar, just hanging out, making friends, talking with everybody. because, you know, it's just so fun and so friendly around here. So right now, it's cold. I'm wearing a big jacket. I have a sweater underneath, you know, my stupid mask, and just kind of feeling freezy. I took the motorbike out for a bit of a ride. Just like, it's cold. It's cold. Everybody's sitting inside, smoking cigarettes and just trying to get all this kind of craziness to finish. In terms of what's happening with all the laws here, I'm trying to just a little bit stay on top of some of this stuff and try to read the local news, but it's almost always something different. Every day you read about this and these guys protesting about something. Of course, the hoteliers and restaurateur people are really dissatisfied with the way things are going because they're losing business. And this is not just here, it's all over the world. This is happening. I don't have to tell you guys this. So in just beginning of February, a couple of weeks ago, they were saying that some of the restaurants will actually be able to open where we can kind of sit scattered inside, something like that. But that never panned out, I guess, thankfully, because it's just not time yet. Takeout is still perfectly fine. We do have, I think, maybe 4 places where you can, if you don't feel like cooking food, there are a few places that you can go. Either do delivery. I told you guys that already, where, yeah, you can call and the dude will just come and just everything is perfect. Just cash, always cash. And there are a few places that you can, just barbecue places. I mean, you're not gonna get anything fancy today, but it's always delicious. You're never gonna be like, oh, this is weird or nothing. It's always gonna be super delicious, super good, and nice wholesome food that will put a smile on your face. But in terms of sitting at a restaurant, it's the same here as it is anywhere else in the world. Mostly, you are not going to be doing that. You are not going to be sitting at a pub yelling at your footy team, whatever that is, and drinking a beer. You're not going to be doing that just yet. So we'll see. What a time to be alive, you know, because every day is kind of a little bit different than the other. And I'm just trying to figure out what in the fucking hell is going to come, you know, what's going to come to this place in the next few months. I really have no idea. I don't think anybody really does. Of course, this is the same story around the world. Nobody knows. Well, I'll leave you guys with some beautifulness here. If you can see, can you see? This is one of the dunes here. I'm really close to Cacao Beach. And I mean, it's spectacular here. Can you actually see where I am? It's so pretty here right now. I'm just like, holy fuck. Yeah, just a little bit too cold. But it will be beautiful and super warm in just a few weeks. I promise. Ciao. So that's Vlas in the distance. And this little stretch of beach has always fascinated me in more ways than one. I'll talk about it at a different time. But yeah, when you're walking down, this becomes almost like hot tubby. The temperature in this stretch, because this is the outflow here. So it goes, and the water here just gets really hot. Maybe not the best place to sort of be sitting in the water, because I can't imagine this water being super clean. It looks clean. It doesn't really matter, I guess. But it's so busy here in the summer. It's such a beautiful place just to sit and do nothing. And of course, back in the heydays, which was 3 years ago, there would be thousands of people dancing here to, just sort of top DJs. There's actually two bars here. There's kind of a Bulgarian chalga bar, just fucking insane. They have some of these nights where the Bulgarian folks come. Oh, it's fucking insane. It's so fun. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Like, I mean, I've partied in Vegas more than once and around the world. But when I walked into this club a couple times, I'm like, holy fucking hell! It's so cool and so insane. People just dancing on tables, just going absolutely mad. It's wow, just so festive. And of course, just behind there is the world famous. I can say that for sure. It is world famous Cacao beach bar, and I mean, that's a whole other story. And there's your sunset, sunny beach sunset. Bye guys, ciao.